Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day.
Hello,
Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. There's the live figure of Ed Nielsen.
Well, I think it's his athleticism that's helped him pioneer that style of playing out from the back, probably before the term even existed, Peter. He'll have a massive part to play in ensuring this team keeps its shape.
In what way?
Well, he'll effectively switch between centre-back and defensive...
Great chance! Goal! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
After 8 minutes is number 21, Matteo Politano.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Spread out to the left, and he's picked it up out wide. Swings in oh, good effort! He will be livid with himself. Gerrard. That's an imaginative pass. Heaven gets over and intercepts. Messi.
Manchester really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he goes cross-field, and it's Dembele. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lacroix deals with that comfortably, and the counter is on. And here's Shevchenko. Mbappe. Played in. Cafu can clear it away.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Now it's Shevchenko. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's played it in low. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Vardiol, and it's slung out wide. Hops for safety. Gerrard. Mbappe. And it's Xavi. Nicely spread. Politano. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Searching pass he's played there. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Aye.
And that signals the end of the first period. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. No, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Politano is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Politano. Cafu with chance for a shot! A chorus of approval here. It's really good play. Ronaldinho goes short. Has to go back here. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cute ball now. And Berbatov! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Ronaldinho plays it short. It's a sweeping Berbatov! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that. Quite wonderful! A finish right from the top draw! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Look, that's not just about the right...
Well, we're on the way. Over to the right flank.
Might want to be careful there.
Substitution on the field. Number 12, Rabiot. Coming on to replace him is number 13.
Carreras to Totti. Edmilson. And Carreras. And it's Gerrard. And that's going wide left. Messi knocks it into space. Now it's Mbappe. Messi engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Carreras unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's run loose here. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. That has been slung wide. Van Dijk attempts a clearance.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Can he finish? There it is! And we have liftoff! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Carreras did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Ronaldinho. Has another go! And that's a good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He won't get many simple. So off we go then. That's been slipped through. Oh, shooting chance! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
After 3 minutes.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Shevchenko! Andrei Shevchenko!
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
Berbatov! They want to be quick. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Xavi. Guardiola, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Mbappe. He's got away. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Rabiot. That's destined for the flank. Oh, sweet feet. No, he refuses to take the bait. Cafu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's good play. And he welcomes it in. And he can thump it away. Cafu, Totti, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Thinks about the shot. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now, can they get him away? Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. So just one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And he's managed to get free. Towering header! And he couldn't finish.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Oh, such a clever touch. Opts to play it back. Oh, good. And it's hit the woodwork and out. And he's there to get it away. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, no circumventing this opponent. Messi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
You've got to make this nice and quick.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. So straight into the second half.
Manchester definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Politano. Now, what about a counter-attack? Messi. Distributed tidily. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now, this could be a chance. The ball has bounced loose now. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Lacroix. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Looking for the run, and he's in on goal. Totti finds himself offside.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
Can he get on the end of this? Good shoot! And he hits the net! There seemed no way back, but they are level!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Goal! After 71 minutes is number 9, Berbatov.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Tries a shot! It's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And it's Messi. He's looking wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that has been cleared. Now he's had it taken off him. Nicely weighted ball. Space for him to turn and look. And this is Totti.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Messi.
2 added
It's
minutes
a
have been
sharp little
indicated.
ball here. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Defeated, dejected, deflated. The ultimate disappointment. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, what can I say, Peter? It seemed like the enormity of the task got the better of the players, and they never really got going. I know...
A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're very much on the way now. Well, Milson's selection has certainly... And the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Berbatov. And it's Gerrard. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Politano has it out wide and in space. And that is a little undercooked.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Out of play for a goal kick. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Alexander-Arnold, there's the crossfield ball. Dorgu powering forward here. Son Heung-min gets flagged offside. Son Heung-min. Oh, it's Dembele. Caicedo. And that was nowhere near his best. And now the breakaway. Now it's Totti. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
And that has been cleared. It's a really well-measured ball. Great vision. And this is Ronaldinho. And he won't reach that. Edmilson. And it's Van Dijk. Now Dorgu. And it's Son Heung-min. Politano. Now it's Berbatov. Totti. Politano. Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Dorgu. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And for the first half, that is that. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So off we go again. So the first half brought no goals. And he's picked it up out wide. Drives it in. Edmilson. Son Heung-min receives it in a wide position. Oh, they could break here. Caicedo. Over to the other side. Messi. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Still waiting for the game to take off here, 0-0. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's the chance to counter. Threads one in. Tomori. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side
goes for a shot! It's a goal! And the game has liftoff! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have the first goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Edmilson. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. It's a pretty loose pass. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And he's forced to go back. Looking for the run. And here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going. Can he finish? Herreras. And it's Totti. Totti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Totti.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. In towards the back stick.
Number 13.
He's done well to get that clear.
Edmilson.
That's
Number
a throw.
3. Caicedo. Coming on the field. Number 9. Mbappe. Number 5. Shevchenko.
Oh, that's nice.
Number 2. Vadio. Number 12. Rabiot. Number 6. Eduardo Camavinga.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
What a throw in. Lacroix.
2 added minutes
Keep the
has
ball
been
and
indicated.
you win the game. It really is that simple. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. So that's it. It is all over. Defeated, dejected, deflated. The ultimate disappointment. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, what can I say, Peter? It seemed like the enormity of the task got the better of the players,
Please
and
be
they
made
never
aware
really
that
got
smoking
going.
is only
I know it
permitted
can
in
happen to
designated
even the
areas
best of
within
us,
these
but
grounds.
that doesn't take away from the fact that this was a painful watch, very painful.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. A moment to savour for all of us. Lined
Hello,
up on the
everybody,
start
and
line,
welcome to
their
today's
eyes
match.
fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling.
Well, Ed Milson's selection has certainly attracted some scrutiny, but the man himself looks, as ever, Jim, utterly unfazed.
Yeah, I like him because he's got a certain elegance about him, Peter. We all know Brazilian players love the idea of getting forward, and he's probably one of...
Impressive jump! Denied by an instinctive save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Spread out to the left.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Now it's Berbatov. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Politano. And it's Totti. Now, can they get him away? Edmilson tries to play it through. Now it's Son Heung-min. Totti. And here's Politano. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Totti. Berbatov. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Great vision. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Carreras. Totti, always looking for that half a chance. Tries to pass it through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well timed, excellent interception. Out of play for a throw. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Good ball, good take. Chance, surely! And he's there to make the block. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Caicedo. And Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Son Heung-min. And here's Son Heung-min. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Politano. And that is the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time.